Okay, this is our workout of the week, February 11th.
Hello and welcome. This week we're going to be bringing back some oldies for some of you guys that have been with me for a while. If you don't have some of the equipment, then you just need to modify it out. This first exercise is called side to side. We brought this in order to teach you how to get that nice low depth with your squats. So the main thing is that you don't want a real wide stance on this, because when you get a real wide stance and you're trying to go under this thing, you're going to find that you can't get the butt down. So bring the stance into a little closer, toes slightly out, and then you should be able to drive it down and under. So you're going to have this bell, pick it up into here, line yourself up underneath a line. If you don't have one, then just try to pretend. You're going to drive it down, keeping the eyes to the ceiling, shift over to the other side. Drive it down to a V, and shift. Down, shift. All right? You're going to do a series of 7, 6, and 5. As you go through and the numbers go down, try to go a little slower, be a little bit more deliberate in your movements, okay? The next one is, if you have knee problems, substitute this out for high kicks, all right? Next one is standing triceps. So again, you're up into here, first movement, hug the head, push it up. Down, squeeze. Down, squeeze. All right? If you have bad shoulders, do curls, do something else, or do a real light weight on that one, okay? Next, suitcase squats. These are some of my very favorites. This imitates the motion of deadlifting. So the first movement should always be that you flex the feet, bury them into the ground. Next thing is to roll the shoulders down and back, and reach for the ground with both hands. Pick up just one bell, come up, down and back, reach, flex, deep breath in at the top, down, breathe out at the top. Same thing from the front. Down. Up. And then leave it down there when you're done. If you do not feel this, shooting up your hamstrings, flex the feet a little bit more and really force the butt down like you're pushing down on a spring, and then that way you should feel it. Floor presses. This is what we're bringing back. Even when I was doing bench press, I would always take people down to the floor and train them down here on the right way of pulling it apart and down. Most people, when they do bench press, first thing they do is pull the bar out down here. This pulls the arms out of the socket and doesn't allow you to push as much weight. So when you're doing a floor press, first thing you want to do is when you lay down is to flex the feet. That gets the lower body tight. Now when I flex the feet, my butt does slightly come up, and that's just because of calf. Don't get way up here unless you're tight in the core. First thing you do is roll the shoulders down and back. Hands are here, so that when you pull this down, it's like crushing a can with your shoulder blades. Pull them together. If you're out here, that's not good, all right? So you're going to rack these up, punch them up, get your shoulders in place. First thing you do is get tight, pull it in, push it up, down. As you go down in numbers, slower movements. And when you're done, always bring it down into here and out, all right? Then you're going to finish up with Yanda sit-ups while you're down here. Yanda sit-ups are you having your feet 90-degree angle, tuck the abs in, always pull the belly button down to the spine, deep breath in, and uncurl one vertebrae at a time. Try to hold this position here, down, deep breath in, and up. This is all about going down. It's not about coming up. So if you go down and it drops here, that's where your weak spot is. So don't spend a bunch of time at the top. Get down here and just squeeze the glutes as hard as you can and try to control that flop just a little bit more every time. When you're able to control it, that's when you're going to be able to come up. But if you do have a drop spot, don't try to come up. Crunch, for so many seconds, use the elbow to come up. But do not do the jerking motion. The brain remembers that, and then you can never do it right. So always about working it down. Control that little drop spot. Finish up with swings. If you're doing singles, you do 3 sets of 25. If you're doing doubles, you get 3 sets of 15. If you prefer to do the steppers, do a set of 12 on each side, do a set of 10 on each side, and then do a set of 8 on each side. Have a beautiful week.